Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be discussing the scope and applicability of the PoSH Act. So first coming to the scope. Uh, First is that it is applicable to various sectors. Now what I mean by various sectors is that it applies to all kinds of workplaces including government sector, educational institutions, private institutions, then there's NGOs, whether you're working on regular basis, temporary basis, ad hoc basis, or whether you're working in a sports facility or even a nursing home. Wherever you're working, this act will apply there. Then comes the coverage of employees. Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be discussing the scope and applicability of the act. Now, the first scope is that it covers various different sectors. That is, when we look at the definition of workplace, you'll see it includes government sectors and private sectors. Apart from that, it specifically includes educational institutions, sports facilities, NGOs, and corporates and companies, and also nursing homes. So, the first thing is that this act applies to various different sectors where you can be employed. The second is coverage of employees. Now, when we look at the definition of employee can be anyone, whether you're an employee in the particular organization on regular basis, temporary basis, ad hoc basis, contractual basis, and if you're even an intern, the act will apply there. Then comes the definition of workplace. Similar to the first one, the term workplace is very broadly defined and in this particular act, and it is not only for restricted to office or physical premises but also to any place that has been visited by an employee due to her course of employment, during her course of employment, or due to any reason relating to her employment, which includes transportation provided by the employer for the commute. So that is also included in workplace. So not only the four walls of your office, but if example your employer provides you with transport facilities, that will also be included. If you have to visit any place out of town for work purposes, that will also be included in this particular act. Then comes preventive measures. The act emphasizes the importance of preventive measures, and hence it says that any organization in which there are more than 10 employees, that particular organization will have to create an IC, that is an internal committee. Now, what these committees do is this plays a crucial role in preventing sexual harassment, and also it is the one that addresses complaints of sexual harassment within the workplace and requires within those particular complaints. Now, redressal mechanism. This act establishes a formal complaint mechanism that allows employees to report incidents of sexual harassment, and it ensures confidentiality and protection against victimization of those particular victims who come forward and share their stories and share their grievance. Legal consequence for non-compliance. What is the term non-compliance? Non-compliance basically means not complying to any order or any rule or any law that has been made. So in this particular case, employer has many kinds of obligations and many kinds of duties. Now if it does not do them, it can result in penalties, which includes monetary fines and even cancellation of business license. Promotion of gender equality is its seventh scope. Now what it does is this act creates a safe environment for women so that women feel safe in workplace. Now when you're feeling safe in workplace and when you're comfortable in your particular place, you'll automatically do good work, and it also establishes gender equality in the particular workplace, because what happens is when there's sexual harassment, there's a kind of gender based discrimination against women. Now since this act prevents such kind of sexual harassment, it creates a environment of gender equality, and hence it promotes gender equality. Awareness and training. In this particular act, employer is also obligated to train its employees and to make its employees aware about the act and about sexual harassment, and to raise sensitization between the employees regarding the same issue. and hence that is one of the scopes of the act, that is it provides awareness and training to the employees. It makes them aware of their rights and what measures can they take in case they face any such unfortunate event. Coming to the applicability, now this act applies to whole of India, that is already mentioned in the act. Now when we talk about the practical applicability, that is where this act applies. For that you can go to section 2 subsection O, which gives the definition of workplace. What does workplace include? Government organizations, NGOs, houses, companies, educational institutions, hospitals, corporations, farms, cooperative societies, nursing home, service providers, sports facilities. Now, these are some things that are included in workplace. So, this act applies to any of the following institutions, from government organizations to private to educational institutions, sports facilities to corporations, NGOs, and even your particular house. So, in your house, if there's a house help and if she is being sexually harassed, even she can raise a complaint regarding the same. Now that is it for this video. That was regarding the scope and applicability of that. In next video, we'll be discussing the key aspects regarding this particular act, that is the PoSH Act. Thank you.